All right. Welcome back to the Behind the Back podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Marcos Conan Negron, and beside me here is Ben the Jet Retz. Ben, how are you doing, brother?
Long week, man, but I am happy to be here.
Same. So, for everyone out there, we are doing something different today. This is the first ever Friday Five for the Behind the Back podcast. Well, so what this is Ben and I are going to speed run 5 topics that we felt like we needed to summarize this week, as we just, based off of our schedules, did not really have the time to do a full in-depth pod for you guys. So we picked 5 topics that we thought were extremely important and want to run down for you real quick, and we're going to do it in short bursts here. So with that being said, Ben, you will start it off with topic number 1 about the Niners. What do we got going on there?
Yeah, so the Niners came off an awesome, dominant W against the Seahawks. It was a closer game than initially was anticipated, and obviously since the last matchup. But coming off some big games behind Brock and 368 yards, a big game with Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk going over 1,000 yards for the season this week. And then George Kittle, a couple big catches and a touchdown. It was a really good win. And it's always good to win 5 straight against a division rival, especially one that is one of the, biggest rivals to the Niners. So, feeling really good. And we got a little bit of help from the Dallas Cowgirls. And I think we're sitting first in the NFC right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So you are sitting number 1, and the Eagles are falling apart. Topic number 2, are they falling apart? Is it time to panic? No, I'm going to tell you no. So yes, disappointing blowout, back-to-back blowout losses against the Niners and the Cowboys. And again, I think it's just a product of, there's a lot of factors. The defense is going to struggle, and that's going to be an ongoing issue for the rest of the season. But the Eagles did play those games on poor rest advantage. And I actually looked this up. When the Eagles are one of 6 teams that have played 4 games off of a rest disadvantage this year. The Eagles are 2-2, and they're the only team to play with a 3 straight game rest disadvantage. So I do believe that plays a big factor. The guys are worn out, they're tired, but that's no excuse for the inconsistency that they had. Our 3 best players can't fumble the ball. They need to keep their stuff together, play smart, and I think they have 4 weeks to get things right, and they're still in control of their own destiny. So for all you Eagles fans out there, please don't panic yet. And I understand why. There's a lot of reasons to panic, but I do believe the Eagles are overachieving this year, in the sense we have 2 new coordinators in the offense and defensive side. System is changing, and there's just a lot that comes with that. And the fact that we're 10-3, despite the Super Bowl hangover, despite all of that, I'm still not worried about this team. We have a chance to bounce back on Monday night against the Seahawks, so we'll go from there. All right. Next topic, we're going to roll on the Kings. Kings got a good win against the Thunder. Ben, how are you feeling about this team?
So, kind of building off of your, rest disadvantage thing, I would love to use the same, I'm going to say excuse this time, with the back-to-backs with the Kings, because they haven't won a single back-to-back, at least the second night of one yet this season. And it's drawing a lot of questions because obviously throughout an NBA season, you play a lot of those back-to-back games. And regardless whether you're home or you're traveling or whatever, you need to take care of business against teams that you should win. And I believe that we should have beat the Clippers in at least one of those back-to-back matchups, especially the one where Paul George went out early in this game. There was a chance there. But, looking at the other games, aside from back-to-backs, when they don't have more than 2 days, because it seems like when they have too much rest, they come out lackadaisical. But and Zion can't say that word. I don't know if you saw that, but yeah, it was funny. Anyway, when they have a day rest and then go back into town wherever, or they play here in Sac, they come out, they take care of business, and it's Kings basketball as usual, as as far as the last 2 seasons are concerned. So there's some concerns with consistency with this team right now, and they're gonna need to figure that out soon, because we're now, I think, 22 games into the season. Got to take care of it.
Yeah, and we're in the same spot. And with that, teams in our position who are looking to do more, do we explore the trade market? Is it time to consider a trade? We watch some of these games that we've won, and the Kings look good at times in bursts without Kevin Huerter, without Harrison Barnes. And it's interesting that maybe it's time that maybe we consider those big moves. We did, Ben and I behind the scenes talk about an OG Anunoby trade, Pascal Siakam. I really wanted those guys, but now it's been reported that they want Keegan Murray in return. That's a big no over here. Ben,
It's not
who
happening.
are your untouchables on this team?
It's a good question. So obviously it's the first two. It's De'Aaron and it's Domas, right? After that, it used to be just three, and it used to be Keegan after that.
Mm-hmm.
But as of this year, I don't want to lose Malik.
Exactly.
I really don't. I think those four guys, it's you keep that core together and you build around them, and you're gonna have a pretty scary team. With that being said, like I would love to hold on to guys like Kevin Herter if we can.
Mm-hmm.
I'd even like to hold on to Keon because I believe there's a project there that could pay off.
I've been all about the Keon minutes. I love him.
Yeah, he's been phenomenal. As far as Davion, I'm kind of giving up, and I hate to say that. I liked his defense a lot, but offensively, he's never progressed, and he hasn't made that at least a little bit of a jump to show progression. It almost seems like he regressed.
Yeah,
So
change of scenery might do him some good.
definitely. So yeah, as far as this is concerned, it's Domas, it's Fox, it's Keegan, and Malik.
And hopefully we get some news soon. There's plenty of options out there outside of OG and Pascal, like Laurie Markkinen. Kyle Kuzma's been a name that's thrown out there. That'd be interesting. So we'll keep an eye on that. So we are going to finish out this Friday 5 with a quick little spurt. How you feeling next week for the Niners, buddy? Or this week,
I'm
I should say.
excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited. It's another division matchup, which are always fun. You never know which way it's going to go. Obviously, I picked the Niners to win, and I'm going to have full faith in that. I am a little bit concerned with some injuries, especially to Eric Armstead. Dre Greenlaw is now out, and then Travarius Ward is trending towards being out. He wasn't actually listed as out, but if he's out, that's gonna be tough because Kyler can sling it. Mm-hmm. And Javon Hargrave's out too. So it's and that's just four of the I think 6 or 7 guys who are out this week. And look, injuries are part of football. It's not an excuse. We should still be able to take care of business against Arizona. So I'm looking forward to that game. I'm hoping that they can come out and at least on the offensive end make an impact early.
For sure. That's great. And then we're going to finish up with the Eagles here and against the Seahawks on Monday night. This game got flexed, gives the Eagles and the Seahawks an extra day of rest. Back to the rest advantage thing. I looked up on equal ground. When they have an equal rest advantage, the Eagles and the Niners are tied for the best record at 7-1. So I think this is a perfect chance to get right against a good team because the Seahawks are no pushover. I'm worried about the DK Metcalf matchup with Tyler Lockett, Jackson Smith, and Njigba against this defense. And the pass rush has been a struggle. We haven't been getting home. We're outside of the top 10 in pressure rate. That's not what we signed up for here. So we need to hopefully get back on track there. This offense, I believe, will just, run the ball more, get back on track, find the ways that it worked. They're not doing anything that's that much different than before. They're just not executing. They can finish off and they can execute it. And I still believe that they will get a win on the road where they are favored. So I'll take the win there. So
nice.
Yeah, with that being said, this was the first ever Friday 5 for the Behind the Back podcast. We are going to post this in clips and in sections, but you can find this on YouTube, Spotify, X, Twitter, all that fun stuff where we're posting the podcast. You can hit us up at behindthebackpod13@gmail.com if you want to leave comments there, or leave comments on our YouTube or Instagram. Any one of those places, we'll find you. You can find us. It's going to be great, guys. This is going to be great. Hopefully we do this more often because this will give us a chance to rapid fire some topics and, make up ground so we can still stay with you guys on our crazy weeks.
Exactly.
I'm Marcus Conan, and growing up beside me here is
Benny the Jet, and we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Light the beam. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Fly, Eagles, fly. We'll see y'all next week.
That's right. Peace.